Hi.
Hello. Just wondered if you needed any help.
No, I'm fine, thanks. I wouldn't mind the company.
Well, that's easy enough. So, how are you feeling?
Still mixed up, but I'm going home to talk to Chris.
To give him another chance?
I may be stupid, but my emotions are all over the place. I feel I should settle everything down and take stock of what's happening to us all.
Well, sounds like a sensible thing to do. And you know you can always come back here.
Yes, I know. Thanks. Perhaps when I've talked to Chris, everything will sort itself out.
I hope so.
Feel like a kid.
Oh, everyone's just a kid on their birthday.
Oh. I'll save this to wet the baby's head with. Thanks.
You're welcome. So when are you going to tell the world, then?
We want it done properly, in a calm way, with the minimum of upset.
Are you going to tell Kathy?
Yeah, when the time's right. And then Dad, and then the world.
Just hope you're doing the right thing.
Oh, she'll be all right. She's had time to come to terms with our separation by now. I don't think she'll be too surprised about the baby. Surprise might be that I'm capable of it.
As long as you're sure. Baby's not just for Christmas, you know. It's for life.
I could announce it at their wedding reception during my best man speech.
No.
Well, try telling that to your fancy man's wife. I mean, what are you going to do about him? You've got to go and see him, otherwise he'll come and find you. Could be just as embarrassing as his wife turning up.
I doubt it. But I have to see him before he sees me. Well, I've got a few calls to make, and then I'm coming back here for lunch, as it's your birthday, so I can go to the hotel after that. So if he calls...
Oh, he'll call. And I'll tell him. Bring him to Dad's wedding reception. Really get the gossip buzzing.
You're in a wicked mood this morning.
It's my birthday. Imagine the expression on Dad's face when I tell him he's going to be a granddad.
How is she?
All right. She's determined to go home, though.
To try again with Chris, or to establish her rights regarding the cottage?
Frank, don't be so cold-blooded about it. She'll be here in a minute.
I'm only asking. You know as well as I do that I want what's best for her as well as Chris.
Businessman's never far below the surface, is it?
There's nothing wrong with that. Good morning.
Morning, Frank. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Not so sure.
Sit down. Help yourself to some breakfast. It'll set you up for the rest of the day.
If only life was as simple as that.
You look like the cat that's got the cream.
I feel like the cat who's got an interview for the cream.
You've got an interview? Which one for?
The lecturer at Leeds University.
Oh, great. Doing what?
Oh, cross-referencing, filing research material. Well, it's better than it sounds.
Well, if it's warm and dry, it'll be paradise.
Hey, come on. Don't tell me you don't like the outdoor life.
How blessed beyond all blessings are farmers, if they but knew their happiness. Far from the clash of arms, the most just earth brings forth from the soil an easy living for them.
Keats?
Call yourself a librarian? Virgil, about 40 BC. Must have been before work in winter was invented.
All for a time machine, eh?
Aye. How's it going, Ned?
All done. Do you want me to start clearing that top 20 field ditch?
Yeah, you make a start and I'll join you in an hour or so. My clever missus here's got an interview at Leeds University.
Oh, congratulations.
You make it sound very grand. It's just for a lecturer's assistant.
Oh, don't put yourself down.
Full time, like?
Yeah.
Don't think I'm being too pushy, but our Linda's got time on her hands if you need her.
No chance of going back with Zoe, then?
I know you spoke up for her to get her the job in the first place, and I'm grateful about that, but as soon as it was known about that woman's lifestyle, our Linda was best out of it.
I think you're utterly wrong, Ned.
I'm just following my instincts with my young'un. You might be doing the same thing in a few years' time. I'm just putting our Linda to mind, that's all. I'm not pushing her.
Yeah, well, it's appreciated, Ned. We'll think about it.
Right, well, I'll get off then.
He saw out a date he could have known, Virgil.
Oh, he's just thinking about his own. And if you do get this job, we'll have arrangements to make, won't we?
Well, there will be a creche for Victoria. If you could ferry Robert to and from school.
And feed, and milk, and muck out, and get your tea ready for when you come in. Ah, it'll work out.
So, when are you evicting me, then?
I'm not. Just thought you might find it a bit awkward being here with Rachel.
I'm going to have to find a place of my own. I've been saying it for long enough.
Oh, in your own time? I wouldn't want to throw you out on the streets, or you to be shacked up with Mr. Snow, with the formidable Mrs. Snow throwing her kids at you.
Don't. Hello. Come in. How's your going?
Oh, I hope it's not...
No. I've got a lot to do.
Well, aren't you going to congratulate her then?
You said I wasn't to say anything.
No, I think it's all right. You see, Rachel already knows. Oh, come on. Birthday boy's entitled to a bit of fun once in a while.
You still have to behave yourself. Congratulations, Rachel, I think. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel fine. I'd prefer it if you didn't say anything to anybody, though. I'm really worried about Kathy.
Leave that to Chris. I've got to go. Bye.
Bye. I know this might sound stupid, but is she into babies and that? I know it's a horrible way to ask which way.
No, she's unashamedly gay. And that's that.
My finest hour.
Why's that?
The little old lady that just posted the parcel.
Yeah, what?
3 packets of stuffing to her sister in Bevington.
You're conning little old ladies into believing there's a stuffing shortage and you're proud of that?
You thought I'd over-ordered, and I'm selling loads of it. I'm proud of that.
And you don't have a conscience about it?
Oh, come on, Viv. We're not talking heroin here. We're talking sage and onion.
There's going to be a backlash about this. I just know it. Why can't you do something to benefit the community for a change?
Well, what do you suggest?
Well, take your pick. There's the Royal Visit.
The Windsors meet the Windsors.
Well, it probably won't be one of them. There's the memorial service, the dance to finish. And as I'm on the committee, I can probably swing it for you to help in any way you choose.
Smacks of insider trading. Tell you what I could do. I could sell chickies to some of our customers.
I expect you to do that anyway. Oh, come on, Vic. Show some of that entrepreneurial flair of yours for the sake of the village.
I've already lit the street up with my window display. What more do you want?
You've lit the window up to drag them in. That's hardly the same thing.
All right. I'll light the whole village up. You want commitment? You got it.
I didn't know what to buy you. I couldn't buy you clothes. I don't even know what size you are.
You're already giving me the most precious present anybody could hope for.
What, a remote-controlled clock radio cassette player?
Thanks. But you shouldn't have spent so much. Or does Dr. Mac pay you a fortune?
Oh, you must be joking. Anyway, the main thing is that you like it, and I'm paying it off over 20 weeks, so I won't feel it.
You're joking. Do people do that?
Yes, in the real world. You mean you've never bought anything on tick?
What does that mean?
Oh, I can see I'm going to have to educate you. The never, never. Credit.
I'm going to enjoy learning. Come here. I'm going to enjoy you teaching me.
Yeah, I'll be a good teacher.
And I shall be a very good teacher.
I want to talk to you. Alone.
Yeah. I think it's best we all had a chat. We can do this in a civilized way.
Like hell we can. I want her out of here now. I mean it, Rachel. Get out.
Stay, Rachel.
I think it's best if I do go.
You moved out, and Rachel's going to move in, and that's the way it's going to be.
Yes, I left, and now I'm back where I belong in my home. Do you think I'm giving this up?
Don't be stupid. We can sort this out without upset, Kathy.
Get real, Chris. You might think you found true love and you're on cloud 9, but I'm going to bring you back down to earth. This is half my cottage, and everything you have is half mine. I came back to talk to you, even to give our marriage another chance, but if you're taking on that, you better face up to the reality. Get out of my house!
Just listen to yourself, Kathy. You're being ridiculous.
Ridiculous, am I? I'll show you what I am. Rachel, get out of here now before I throw you out!
Rachel's staying here with me.
Don't you think I mean it?
Kathy, calm down.
Get out, Rachel. Get out! Oh,
That's enough! Kathy!
Get you out of here! Off me, Kathy!
Kathy!
Out!
Stop it, Kathy!
Out my way, Chris!
Don't hurt her!
Hurt her to damn well kill her!
Stop it! She's pregnant!
I'm moving back here. Make no mistake about it. Just because she's pregnant and you're in a wheelchair isn't going to stop me. doing here?
There's nobody in.
That's odd. Trish should be in. Anyway, what are you doing here?
I've had enough of my dad telling me what to do.
What do you mean?
He had no right to make me pack that job in with you. Oh, I'm sorry I let you down.
Don't worry. I know it wasn't your fault. You're a good worker, and you should carry on going to college. If you need a reference or something, it's no problem.
I need somewhere to live. I've left home, but I've nowhere to go. Or can I move in with you until I find a place of my own?
I'm still shaking.
It was a terrible way for Kathy to find out. How did you let yourself get pregnant?
Don't say that. What's happened's happened. I've got to live with the consequences.
I can't help feeling you've been used.
What do you mean?
Are you sure he wasn't just proving himself? Disabled, yet still able to father a child?
It's not like that. We didn't mean for this to happen. Now it has. Well, he's delighted. He says he wants to marry me.
And what about you? What do you want?
Well, I want the baby, I know that.
And Chris, do you want him?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
That's not good enough.
Oh, Sarah, what do you expect me to say? It's all going too fast. It's not that long ago that I was just a student with an overdraft to worry about, and now
Now you're contemplating life with a baby and a disabled husband.
Yeah, and I'm destroying someone's life who used to be a friend.
It's small consolation, but I do think it's just his injuries that have kept them together. You must consider his feelings towards you. You must question them.
Well, he says he loves me and he wants to marry me, and I believe him.
It's a harsh thing to say, Rachel, but Kathy must have believed him at some point too.
Sarah, what am I going to do?
All I can tell you is it's hard work being a mother. You can't imagine how much it changes your life. But I found it hard, and I've got a stable background and Jack for support. You have to consider all the options.
You mean consider an abortion?
Don't just dismiss it out of hand. At least talk it over with Chris.
Oh, he wouldn't want it. He was delighted when Noah told him I was pregnant.
Well, then ask him why. It's your life you're committing. Ask him why he was so delighted at the prospect of becoming a father.
Well, he just was.
But was it to prove his manhood?
No, it's not like that.
I don't want to sound cynical, but Chris Tate hasn't exactly got the reputation for being the noblest of men, has he?
Sarah, don't say that. I came here to talk to you as a friend.
And a friend tells you the truth as they see it. You've hit raw nerves, Rachel. You're having her husband's baby and she hasn't got any kids. You've turned her life upside down. Look, I'm sorry, but if it makes you think more seriously about the future, then it's worth saying.
When anybody says it's better than ditching, it is, whatever it is.
I'll get us another cup of tea.
How are you, Rachel? All right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't bother with a drink for me, Sarah. I'd best be going.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I've got to meet someone. Bye.
You take care now.
Yeah. Bye, Jack.
See you, love. What's up with her?
Why'd you say that?
You might think I'm just a frozen ditch digger, but I can see she's got a lot on her mind. What is it?
She's pregnant.
Oh, no. What, to Chris Tate?
Yeah.
The sisters of Julia Baines promoted Wakefield teenagers speak about the killing for the first time. And the state is given away free. 6 women have been arrested following a...
It's great to see you, Zoe. I knew you'd come.
This won't take long.
Oh, you're busy then?
Yes, I am, but what I have to say won't take up too much time.
Come in. Please. I can't offer you any home comforts, I'm afraid.
It's fine. What are you doing here?
You know why I'm here. I left my wife and children for you. I've given up everything just to prove how much I love you, Zoe.
Flattering as that might seem, Martin, I don't want to know. I thought I made that perfectly clear the last time we met.
But the more I thought about what you said, the less I believed it. I know what you're doing, Zoe.
I am telling you firmly and clearly that I don't want anything more to do with you. It's obvious that your marriage is a disaster and your fixation on me is a way out of it.
If by fixation you mean love, yes, then you're right. I loved you the moment I saw you. My marriage is over and you're my future.
Listen, how do I get this into your thick skull? I do not want you. I don't want any man. I am gay, and that is a fact.
But you haven't given us a chance. I know I could help you.
Help me do what? Become heterosexual?
No, I didn't quite mean that. I don't know. You haven't given me a chance. You haven't given yourself a chance to be with a man who really loves you. And I do, Zoe.
Martin, I know who I am, and I know what I want. And you don't figure anywhere remotely in my plan. So go back to your wife and children or find someone with the same needs as you. I don't want any further contact with you at all. And if you bother me again, I shall make serious trouble for you. Do you understand?
You led me on. You get a kick out of this, don't you?
No, I was pleasant to you. And you're obviously not used to it. Goodbye, Martin.
You sick pervert!
Music to my ears, Martin. Say what you like and disappear from my life.
Why don't you go back to that cesspit of a world you come from and do whatever you do with her? I think it's disgusting.
Who's he? A man who's made a mistake.
So, where are we going?
I'm taking you home.
No, I don't want to.
Believe me, it's best for you. I appreciate your loyalty, but I don't want any trouble with your dad. I don't want any trouble with anybody.
There must be some somewhere in the world. They transport them in huge planes. I know that for a fact. Just do it, love. Please.
You didn't specify a colour.
I just settled for orchids. Sorry to ignore you, but it's all a bit silly around here at the moment. It's bad enough trying to organise anything, but everyone wants to start winding down for Christmas as soon as the clocks go back.
Oh, hello, Chris. Come on, Frank, 1 o'clock.
You said 2.
I've got my dressmaker's appointment at 2. We have to approve the stationery at 1. Like now.
Chris, you'll have to forgive me. We'll talk later, all right?
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'll let myself out.
See you later, Chris.
Bye.
Just wish we could have seen his face when you realised it was a typewriter.
Yeah, but we'll never know the significance of it, will we?
No, it doesn't matter. The point is he knows we know it was him that sabotaged the car rally and we got him back.
Right, don't mess with the boys, right?
You're right.
Oh, hi. Sorry to bother you. Is your dad in?
Yeah.
Still cold out?
Yeah.
Kathy, what can I do for you?
Can we talk somewhere?
Well, actually, I was just about to take the boys over to the Woolpack for a spot of lunch. Would you like to join us?
Yes, all right, fine.
Where have you been? What was that stupid note about leaving home all about? Get in.
Zoe's with me.
I might have known she'd have something to do with this.
Well, let me handle this. Come in, love.
Your mother's been going out of her mind with worry. What are you playing at, you?
I want my old job back with Zoe, and you've no right to stop me.
You'll do as you're told, lady. You're not old enough to understand. And I should report you for kidnapping.
Beg your pardon.
I went off on my own.
Oh, aye? And what promises did you make her to entice her away, then?
Are you real, Dad?
Don't you be so cheeky.
Well, I think it's a very good question.
Why did you leave, Linda?
Don't you know?
I wouldn't be asking if I knew. And I'd appreciate it if you'd stay away from her in future, Miss Tate.
Mr. Glover, it must have escaped your attention that I'm the person who brought her back. It's hardly the act of someone who'd want to entice her away, is it?
Well, I thank you for that, Zoe.
I'm not staying till he starts treating me like a young woman instead of a child.
You are a child, and you best go to your room and we'll sort this out later.
Mum, I'm not coming back unless he changes.
Oh, for goodness sake! Linda, will you please just go to your room while your dad finishes his dinner, and then when he goes back to work, we'll talk.
All right, but I mean it. I'm sorry about the trouble, Zoe, and for having to walk out of the job.
I understand. I'll leave you all to it.
Well, thanks again for bringing her home.
You're welcome. Good luck.
I'll need it. Would you consider joining us in the 20th century before it becomes the 21st?
She shouldn't even be working for a woman like that.
She brought her back, Ned. She's a well-respected vet.
She's a lesbian.
And you are a narrow-minded bigot.
Bernard, I need to talk to you.
I'll be across in a minute.
You know what I mean. We can't talk in front of the lads.
Thank you. All right, look. Let me just take their drinks across and then we'll have a chat. There you go, guys. Look, have a look at the menu, see what you fancy. I'm just going to have a chat with Kathy. All right.
Should we sit down?
Well, look a bit strange if we sat at a separate table. No, tell me here.
Okay. I went to see Chris today. In fact, I moved back into the cottage because if I didn't, I'd risk losing everything.
Good. Now, that pleases me because it shows that you're thinking straight and you know what you want.
You're right. It is becoming clearer. Did you know Rachel's pregnant?
Yes, I did. Who told you?
Chris blurted it out in the middle of a big row. I'd half gone back to give him another chance, but there's no hope of that now. He's burned his boats with me, and that's that.
I'm sure you'll get what you want in the future. I hope it all works out for you.
I think we both know what I want, don't we?
Sorry, what do you mean?
When I fell out with Chris, I felt a great relief and everything kind of came into focus. I don't want him back. Rachel's welcome to him, baby or no baby. I want you, and you know it, don't you?
Kathy, you've been under a lot of pressure recently, and I've tried to help you.
Believe me, you have.
But it has just been a doctor-patient relationship. You must understand that.
Yes, I understand the relationship, but this is between you and me. You can't deny that you don't feel something for me.
Right, this conversation stops right now.
Well, where should we go?
I don't want to go anywhere else. I'm a happily married man, Kathy, who just happens to be your doctor.
I don't understand why you're saying this.
Because I have to make you understand the situation. Look, Kathy, you are a very attractive woman. But I'm happily married. I can't see you in any other way except as a patient, and even that is becoming difficult.
But you've held me, you've comforted me, you've even kissed me.
No. You kiss me. I think that you have imagined far more than actually happened.
Was that imagination when you held me in the dark just across the road from here?
You have confided in me. Now, it is quite normal for a person in a vulnerable position such as you to develop a fantasy about the confidant. Now, Kathy, please, you have to keep a grip on the situation and reality. Now, you mean no more to me than any other patient.
Ready to order now, then?